Even we are affected because of the wind shear, and yes, we do have the wind shear alert systems in our aircraft. So anytime if we have an alert, yes, we do not, first of all, if we are taking off, we abort takeoff. If we are on the approach to land, we go around. So that is the way we ensure that we are not into the wind shear and let the aircraft go wherever it is. We use full thrust so that we have the maximum energy in the aircraft to get out of it. For the smaller airplanes, yes, that alert is not there, so you have to use your judgment. If there is any bad weather which is associated with wind shear, then you do not depart, right? Of course.
Yeah, we used to use that ADSB weather, right?
Yes.
Like that was our replacement for the weather radar.
Okay.
It would be delayed by 2 minutes.
Okay.
Also, there is assistance from the ATC, right? ATC would themselves voluntarily tell you, because they know the type of aircraft, right?
Correct.
They know that this aircraft cannot handle this weather. Okay.
Correct.
So there are 10-15 miles before itself, there'd be like 30 miles deviation or fly heading. They'll vector around it. But if they are busy, they won't, right?
Correct.
And
You had
I
an
won't
experience.
incriminate myself by saying anything that I shouldn't.
So yes,
You had an experience of ATC telling you regarding the wind shear, right?
Yes. So it was during summer when the temperatures goes up, and
Right.
I was on my final to land, right?
Right.
Suddenly the aircraft went 200 feet below, and then suddenly
Below.
Yes.
Okay.
And then suddenly it rose up to 100 feet.
Okay.
So I was just below the 100 feet of the altitude which I was actually holding. Right. So I don't know if it was a wind shear or it was a gust. That was.
If it was a gust, it was a real strong gust.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, in summer, like due to the heating of the
But
ground.
do you sink because of a gust?
Yeah, there is a possibility because close to the surface, there are up currents, and because of some obstructions around, there could be the air could have the eddies, the up and down eddies. Okay. So that is the reason why you can have this kind of experience, but it's not always that it goes up. It could sink down also because of those eddies and up and down currents due to the friction layer that we call it as. There is something called as a friction layer, which is up to about 2,000 to 3,000 feet. In this friction layer, apart from the thermal currents which are updrafts due to the obstructions around like trees or buildings, when this up current hits, then it changes into down currents as well. So there is not only the updraft, there could be downdrafts as well, which is associated with the gusty weather condition. Wind shear is sudden change in the wind speed and wind direction. That happens even vertically and horizontally. That is the time which is very critical. We are of course not supposed to get into it. If we get into it, we need to take the immediate action to get out of it. That's the reason why we have a memory item for wind shear. If there is wind shear, which is to use the maximum thrust that aircraft has, which is TOGA thrust. So by using that, you use the maximum energy and give it the maximum energy to the aircraft and get out of it. If you are taking off, then you abort takeoff in case of wind shear, and if you are on approach to land, then you use the maximum thrust that the aircraft has, which is TOGA thrust, and get out of it. You don't continue your approach to land. So that's very critical scenario. That's the reason why we have a memory item for this.
What is TOGA thrust?
TOGA, take off, go around thrust.